She's rusty.
There's a tennis court on the rooftop, like across the street. We should have done.
If anybody wants to challenge me to air tennis, you're going down. As soon as we put a ball in the mix, it gets a little crazy. No, but honestly, I think part of the challenge and the excitement was that it was this idea of acquiring a new skill. I mean, I have absolutely no tennis experience whatsoever, and I think that sometimes in this crazy job that we have, you get to try new things and explore new parts of yourself and try new things with your body and figure out what it is that you can do. And for me, it was difficult because I was like, she's supposed to be like here, and I'm like below like the ground, you know. And how do I, you know, at least, there's so much more to tennis, you know. It's also such a lonely sport. There's so much. That part I can understand. I can get inside the mind of a tennis player, and I can understand her emotionally, but then understanding her body and how she carries herself physically, especially as she grows older, was something that we kind of had to find together. And when it came to the tennis, I just got frustrated because I was like, I'm not getting good at this. Like, this is really, really hard. It's not something that you can just pick up and be Tashi, you know what I mean? And Tashi's really fucking good, you know? So I think I just tried to approach it like dancing. Dancing is something that feels familiar to me, and everything was choreographed. Luca storyboarded every shot of tennis that you see, and it's so meticulous and thought through and intentional that it just became my job to learn the choreography. We had a fantastic tennis team headed by Brad Gilbert, who was wonderful, and I just kind of tried to learn it like a dance and sync myself up with my tennis double, who was fantastic, and that became my entry point into tennis. But sadly, I cannot play tennis, and everybody asks me that everywhere I go. They're like, you know, do you play tennis? I'm like, no, girl, it's a movie. That is not a real ball. But thank you.
That's how good of a dancer you are, I suppose.
Thank you. I'll tell you who wasn't fooled is Serena. She was like, I was like, understood, I get it.
While it's still